Welcome to the South Australian Q Sport Review. Normally it's the deadly duo, but unfortunately Alex can't make it today. So in his spot, we've brought in two credible players to come and talk about last week's event. So first of all, we've got Phil Jones. Phil, most people know Phil about his skills at playing two-shot pool, but Phil also is an Australian junior snooker champion. He's made the final of the state billiards. He's also won more trips to Las Vegas than anyone here in South Australia, so he's an all-round player, but most people know Phil from his voice, who commentates on all our events. So come on in, Phil.
How are you, Phil?
Very good, mate.
How you going, buddy?
Nice to see you.
Yeah, you too, Phil.
Alex has sent in some solid recruits this week anyway.
Well, he's obviously having a good time, I think, so I hope I can do as good a job as he does.
I'm sure you will, Phil. And the second person he sent in, just in case things went wrong, is James Georgiadis, also a multi-Q Sport player, recognised for his talents on a 9-ball table. Recently won the two-shot 8-ball championship or tournament held at Empire, runner-up in the final of the South Australian state snooker titles this year, so also an all-round champion player. James Georgiadis. Hello, James.
Hey,
welcome.
Hey, James.
We got double Phils. What's going on?
Well,
sitting between two
I'm
Phils.
actually, this is a good moment.
You like it?
It's good.
okay, well we've had a fantastic week in Q Sports here in South Australia.
Yep.
Another jam-packed week. I feel with the COVID-19, it's crammed all the events in. But last week we had junior state titles, we had snooker state titles, we had a billiard final. We have
Awesome.
finals happening all the time.
That's really
so
So there's a lot going on at the moment, Phil,
yeah,
in Q Sports. You had the juniors on as well.
Yep.
You sent the juniors down there, and women's comp down at Chalkers as well.
There was a few players as well.
Was
About
there?
32, wasn't it?
42.
42 was it?
42
Wow.
players as well.
That's amazing.
That's a good turnout for the women.
Well, let's go straight into the juniors
Yeah.
first of all, because that's the grassroots. That's our up-and-coming players. The event was held at Empire Pool Lounge over the weekend. They also had large numbers playing in the juniors, but we'll go through the victors. So in the under 12s, there was Rowan Ayres defeated Isaac Riggs. That was in the under 12s. In the under 15s, there was Tyrese Gray defeated Jeffrey Ayres.
Well, there must be brothers, Rowan and Jeffrey.
Good
I would
chance.
say, yeah.
And in the under 18s, victory also went to Tyrese Gray, and he defeated Joe Dunlop in the final.
So he did a double. 15s and 18s. It's pretty
So
good.
I think both you guys know Tyrese
Yes.
from the
He's come in a few times playing a
Vegas
bit of
League,
snooker as well. So.
and he's been in here playing snooker. So winning both events, especially the under 18s, and he's under the age of 15. It's fantastic.
Sounds like he's got a good future in the game then.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I haven't actually seen him play myself. You guys are probably more over the juniors than what I am, but it looks like there's some good talent coming through then.
No, he's a very, very solid player.
Is
Very, very solid player. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So,
It's awesome to see the juniors playing now a lot.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And in the girls, the two stars played off in the final of the under 18s, which was Charlotte Hatton played Bianca Jeffries. Bianca had won the previous two.
2 years in a row.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
prior to this. And Charlotte, she's challenging for the title. Bianca's last year, she turns 18 this year.
Yeah.
And I watched that final, and Bianca's experience pulled through, and she
She's
hit
been around a
a
while, hasn't
three-peat. Yep.
Yeah, because she's been playing quite a few years.
It could be Charlotte for the next few, I reckon.
It is, but Bianca did what she had to do and was a worthy champion, and obviously winning three years in a row. Is a very good player. I'm very fortunate. I've been exposed to both Bianca and Charlotte this year. Charlotte comes in here once a week, gets coached by Tad, and Bianca, she played in the Thursday night comp, which I'll talk about later on.
Yeah.
So she's been coming in here once a week playing snooker. So
snooker is going to help her pull, help with the queuing, and
Especially on the big table, Phil.
it's tough. I know all about that.
Correct.
So well done to the South Australian 8-Ball Association for organising this event, and all the winners will be off to Albury in July next year.
Well, hopefully it all goes ahead, so...
Well, fingers crossed.
Great
crossed,
venue, Phil, down at Albury. I was there 4 years ago, I think it was. And the venue itself for pool, I think, is probably one of the best venues in Australia to play like a
That's
large
why the
tournament.
Nationals keep going now.
Yeah,
So,
they've got they seem they've locked it in now, and yeah, just a great venue, plenty of room, plenty of amenities around, and yeah, it's just fantastic for pool down there.
Well, Chris Jeffries has been looking after the juniors, done a fantastic job, and
Very dedicated,
good luck to all the juniors going to Albury next year.
Yeah.
Well done, all the winners.
Well done, guys.
So the other tournament we had on the weekend was the state title was the South Australian 147 Snooker.
this is the one.
And for people that don't know about 147 Snooker, it's a time frame. You only play 21-minute frames. You don't get fouls. You get ball in hand. You can place the white ball anywhere on the table. And
Such a great format.
It's all about
Brilliant.
accumulating points. And you're in a group of 8. You play 7 opponents, and the one who accumulates the most points each frame over the 7 frames is the winner.
Yeah.
And I honestly believe there is a big future of 147 snooker.
100%.
Not just here in Adelaide, but worldwide.
Seems popular, Phil. I know you asked me to play, but I've had a bit of an injury, at the moment. Not travelling that well, so. But yeah, down the track, I'd definitely like to play in a 147.
I think it's the. It's just such a great format. You can't. There's just no excuses. You've got a time limit. Whatever the result is at the end of the frame, you get ball in hand on any foul, so there's no dispute for fouls to miss or anything like that.
Perfect.
Basically, you just pick it up and you continue.
You know when you're going to start, you know when you're going to finish.
That's right.
And Jason Tucker, who played on the weekend, he hadn't played that format before, and he goes, Phil, I can't believe that all the frames get finished in 21 minutes. And it's amazing how it runs through, but like you said, there's no fouls, no putting back, ball in hand, and you just go from there.
So we're going to talk about the winners then, eh?
Well, not just yet, but with the 8 tables, we're limited to 24 players. We had the 24 players. Unfortunately, 3 or 4 of the top players pulled out due to Saywan getting engaged to Ashley on the weekend.
Correct. Congratulations,
How dare Sarwan has his engagement party? Sarwan, if you're listening, how dare you have this party?
And congratulations
on,
as well.
The 147.
No,
well done, Sarwan.
And Ashley.
And Ashley,
Yeah,
congratulations.
and Ashley, congratulations on your engagement.
I'll see you at the wedding.
Yeah.
But anyway, we still had 24 players.
Good turnout, Phil.
It was a big field, and the way it was run, it was 3 groups. Everyone played. Top 16 players progressed to the semi-finals. The 8 players that missed the cut, they went into a minor state title, which to me was the highlight of the day. Everyone here wants to win an event. Everyone is practicing all different standards. And in the minor event, in 3rd place was Mike Whelans. Not many people know Mike. James would know him, he calls in here a lot. But
I know Mike.
Mike's a volunteer in here. He's always working on his game. He came 3rd.
Massive supporter of the venue. Massive supporter.
He came 3rd. Got the highest break trophy as well with the 28 break, which was good.
Might even beat you a high break for the day.
Oh, that would be odd. In 2nd place was Barry Jenner, which
Bess.
it was always nice to see the president.
Correct. Well done, Barry.
He would have been wrapped with that, Phil.
Yeah, no, he was.
Yeah,
and he did
nice.
very well. And the winner was Guy Taylor.
Ooh.
And that's a big thumbs up because Guy also supports the venue. He plays in our leagues and he's in here constantly practicing.
Well done,
So,
Guy. Congratulations.
Well done, Guy.
Well done.
And then on to the main event. They got down to 8 players, which was Jason Tucker, Daniel Stewart, Peter Udich, Ryan Zhu, John Quinlan, Ray Farley, and myself, which led to a...
So what did you guys do with the... Did you guys do like a 8-frame group or...
Yeah, so
7-frame group?
yeah, the 2 groups of 8, the
Yeah.
top 4 from each group progress, and then you have a final round robin with the...
So you played everyone once,
Yeah.
yeah.
So in 3rd spot was John Quinlan. He missed out by 1 point. In 2nd spot was Ray Farley.
It's always red mark, isn't he, Ray?
Yeah,
Very
no,
solid.
he's a very good player. And fortunately, I got over the line.
Well done, Phil.
Is this back-to-back as well, Phil?
It is back to back.
Congratulations.
Oh.
Well done.
So, but
So-
yeah, no, it's always nice.
So
to
basically-
Sounds like you're a bit of a pro on this 147 game, Phil.
that's why I like it.
Back to back.
So basically,
Well done.
it's So with the 8 players finishing in the last 8, it's
Yeah.
just based on points, not on wins?
It's all on,
Okay.
it's all on wins.
Beautiful. And you had some good breaks in your day yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah.
It could have been better, James, but in the final, my final 7 frames, my best break was 53.
Still pretty solid.
So when you're
wrong with
adding
that.
points up,
Especially when you're playing a short format, I think, like, you know, you obviously perhaps rushing a little bit, your shots as well, maybe, are you?
well, I feel that people do rush in that game when you don't need to rush.
Correct.
But
Take your time.
you always want to accumulate points, so you
Yeah.
probably are going.
Good up, mate. Congratulations.
So we'll move on to
Back to
some.
back, eh? Jeez.
Yeah, no, a bit fortunate.
And you can't complain with these beautiful conditions.
I think you've been a bit modest there.
Well, we're very lucky to play in these conditions, James.
They're beautiful.
You should know.
Yes.
So I spoke to Steve Mifsud, the Australian Snooker champion, last week, and he was saying how this venue is the closest that we've got to playing on the Pro Tour in the UK.
Especially the super flying cloth that me and Mikey played in the final. That thing was like being back on TV film.
Well,
it was amazing.
If you want to know the truth, it was all filmed on the weekend.
Yes.
That table was filmed. I avoided that table as much as I could, not because of the camera, but it's so fast.
It's ridiculous.
It's really hard.
It's definitely one of the best tables you ever played.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
We're very lucky here. So so that was all good.
Awesome.
And we can move on to Monday night. We had a Billiards League final,
Yep.
which was won by the Baroostas, which was also Barry Jenner
Hey.
and Peter Udich, and they defeated Chris Wignall and Tab Abiak in the final.
Baz has had a good couple of days and
Yeah, no,
good
he's
weekend.
he's doing very well. Peter finished 4th in the 147, so he's up there.
Yeah.
That also was a very close final. Went down to the wire.
So
Tad needed to.
Chris and Tad, was it?
Chris and Tad.
Chris and Tad, yeah.
Chris, in the final frame, Tad needed to beat Peter Udich by 70 plus points.
Any handicap? Or
There is handicap,
Okay, yeah.
but he needed to win by 70.
It's a lot.
He got up to a 100-point lead at one stage, but Peter reeled him in, and Tad ended up conceding the frame because it surpassed that 70 points,
Yeah.
but Tad would have won the frame. So, well done to Peter and Barry.
Well done.
Fantastic. Then there's a lot of action happening at Snooker SA, sorry.
I know.
But the
That's
next
good, though.
one, our biggest one, was the Championship League Snooker. The final there was Ray Farley, Peter Udich. Ray Farley has owned this tournament. We've had it 3 times. He's won 2. He was going for the 3-peat. A 3-peater maybe, but the 3-peat.
Yeah.
But in a shock result, Peter Udich got Ray 5-0 in the
wow.
final.
5-0.
Massively.
5-0 to the butt, eh?
So awesome
Wow.
effort from Peter. But as both you would know about Peter,
I got the same ringtone for as you, and well, hang on, I've still got so much time phone on silent.
Well, maybe I might change my ringtone to so it has the same as you guys.
so congratulations to Peter Udich.
So the championship league, is that like your term for like the best players within the snooker venue? Or
It's
the top
regarded
players,
like
or-
our A-grade players. We've had like Tab Abiak, Peter Udich, John Quinlan,
Yeah.
Gordon Palika.
Alpha Cronus.
Arthur hasn't played
I
in
haven't
it,
played it.
so unfortunately it's on a Thursday night, which clashed with the Vegas League, which
Otherwise I could
also
play.
cost
Yeah.
Jimbo and
Mikey,
Phil Jones,
Yeah.
Alex. But anyway, it's a very good standard. Highest break was
I
83.
guess when you got that many events on, you know, some things are just going to clash. You know,
No,
you can't. You can't
And who got the 83 break?
Peter Udich.
That's a very solid break.
So well done to
He's
Peter.
obviously hitting a real good ball at the moment. Then. Yeah.
And what about was there any 8-ball action at Chalkers this weekend?
There was
There was?
a ladies knockout, and I think there was 42 players in there. It was.
Nick Della did tell me they could only limit it to 42 players because of the COVID-19. They had excess of 42 players.
Yep.
But that's massive.
That is awesome.
Taylor Meyer. Actually, we'll start from the was it 3rd and 4th? It was Hillary and Lauren.
Yep.
Right, 3rd and 4th, and then the final. Taylor Meyer beat Stacey.
Wow.
Stacey Siakas, yeah.
Yeah, Stacey Syracuse in the final. Taylor's obviously playing a bit of snooker at down here, Phil, and you know Taylor's a really top player, so that result doesn't sort of surprise me, even though
Correct.
Stacey is a very good player as well.
They're both very top class players.
Actually, it's interesting with Taylor because she's joined our team, which starts tonight, Summer Super League.
Ooh.
Alex has recruited her.
Yep.
So he only told me the other day, we're looking for another player, and he said, Joe, we've got Taylor joining our side. I said, oh, great, that's good.
Well, I know.
That'd be good experience for Taylor too, you know.
Seen her in here winning the South Australian Snooker, runner-up in the Australian Snooker. Last year she won the Big Guns Lady competition.
Massively.
Yeah,
so
she's a solid player too.
She's a fantastic
She's
player.
a good asset for our team.
She's always been a great player, but I feel like the last 2 years she's just excelled dramatically.
Well,
a big push in her.
I don't know if anyone knows, but she puts in a lot of time on the snooker table.
Yeah.
So
loves the game.
Maybe that's the secret.
No, there's no secrets, but I know she works hard at the game.
42 players out Chalkers is a really good turnout for the girls.
And you've got is it state women's this weekend?
We have got the state ladies titles. Taylor will be defending her title. We've got Sue Martin, a past champion, playing. We've got numerous players that have played in this event. The young girls are playing in it. Nat Lee, Tracy Bell. So we've got lots of fantastic players, but we also like more players. So
hopefully some of those Chalkers guys, Chalkers ladies can come
42
down.
ladies played on the weekend. There's still time to enter and get in the state snooker. Even if you just come and just play the game, experience playing snooker. It's going to be lots of fun.
Well, balls, cues, it's all the same, Phil.
That's it. So that's on this coming Sunday is the state ladies.
You going to play, Joe?
No.
No?
I haven't got a dress for it.
And last but not least, we had we've got the Challenger League snooker, which is like a second tier snooker. The winner of that gets promoted into the
big boys.
Boys. So we had the 6th versus 3rd and 4th and 5th played off this week to get into the knockout stage. John Barnes, he finished 6th, played Derek Hill and had a fantastic win, beating Derek. I had Derek as favourite, and John played his game of the season, so he knocked off Derek. And Kesters, I don't know if you know Kesters, but
I've known Kesters for a long time.
When I joined, when I was 15, Kesters was playing then, and he'd been playing for a long time. And his experience pulls through, defeating Gary Hazel. So this coming Thursday, we've got Dave Limerick. You know Dave, he's playing Sujith. 1 and 2 went straight into the grand final.
That'd be a very good match.
And the loser will play the winner of John Barnes and Kesters. So
just their experience.
Are you tipping in the Limerick Suji game?
I'll have to back Limerick.
Yep.
Close friend of mine. But Sujith is a great player. We played in the round robin of the state title. And I've got to go miss experience the other match because I got no idea who's going to win that.
Well,
you're telling me he's been playing for a while.
He has been playing for a while. Kesters will definitely have experience there. But I'm going to go for an upset in the first one.
Yeah.
I'm tipping Suji to get into the final.
He pots a massive ball.
Yeah, he's a good player.
I haven't seen him play, so I can't really comment. I've seen Dave play. Dave's been around a while. He's had a good season, I think, in the league, hasn't he, Dave?
Yeah.
Well, big thing with snooker, it's all about playing the right shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
More than any cue sport in general, but
All cue sport.
especially in this game more than anything. So.
Well, James, the reason we brought you in today is we want you to talk about the Furphy. It's coming up in a few weeks' time. You're playing the Scotch doubles, playing the singles. Maybe you could tell us some of the players that are coming from interstate.
Well, I know it's probably one of your favourite events for the year.
Yeah, well, I love Nibel.
Yeah, correct. So it's coming up in two weeks' time. I think it's the 20th, 21st, 22nd of November. So the Friday is a Scotch doubles 9-ball event, and I think from Mike he told me there's over 20 pairs, which is quite large.
Yeah,
it's quite good.
They had a good turnout last year.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, so sort of like a group stage round robin all the way to about 7, and then they usually play like the last 8, and then the semi-final on Saturday night. And we've got a lot of people coming from Sydney at the moment, which is great. Obviously, the great man Justin Sage, the pretty boy,
Australia's
prettiest boy, Mr. Q Sports,
Mr. Predator,
and there's Sean Button.
Sean,
correct.
And
there's lots of good players. I can't remember on top of my head at the moment, but it should be a great tournament.
Did you win the doubles last year?
Was it last year? I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so you're defending your title.
Yeah, correct. Me and Alvin. So
you and Alvin,
you won it last year.
Yeah, you played very well. I think I commentated on that final.
Of course, you are Mr. Commentator.
You are the voice of Q Sports.
Correct. And I think I lost the final and the one during the year. So, but anyways, I'm playing with Rothwell this year, so it should be good fun.
Dave Rothwell.
The Rothwell man.
My teammates, my Vegas League teammate.
So yeah,
he's had a good season.
Playing
well.
That's good.
And
what about you, Phil? Who are you playing with?
I'm playing with my old buddy Noah.
Noah.
Yeah, Noah Cunningham.
Another fierce competitor?
Yep. Yeah, we played last year and we played the state doubles and we'll give it a good crack. He's playing quite well at the moment. I'm hitting him okay, so
You always hit him good, Phil.
yeah, we'll have a crack.
And going back to the Furphy as well, obviously you got Friday got the doubles,
Yep.
and then Saturday Sunday is a singles event.
Yep.
And I think for the moment we've probably got about 60 players.
Wow.
Which is good for American.
Do you know if that's a limited field as well?
I don't think so, or maybe 78, maybe. That's what
Okay.
we might have done last time. But irrelevant on any level. So what we've done this year and last year is that, well, Mikey, I should say, so not myself, but staggered entry fee.
Yep.
So obviously top players like yourself and both fields here is 150.
Yep.
And then it goes to 100, and then it goes down to 50.
Okay.
So, if you're scared, if you're not going to have a good day, or you haven't been playing well, or if you got the weekend off, don't be afraid to come to the event and give it a try.
Yeah.
You can always get in contact with Mikey or Alec, or even just call up Empire Bar and Pool and get yourself into the event, because it's just.
It is a
What
fantastic.
about you, Phil? Have you found a partner yet?
Well, I did have a partner, Ricky Watson, until he had a slight accident with Phil, and Phil happened to fall on him and break his legs. So I'm still,
Ricky, yeah.
I'm still hopeful that Ricky may be able to
Maybe it was a sign, Phil.
But
I can't see Ricky making a.
No.
I've been keeping close contact with him, and his legs just no good, mate.
So at the
can't
end,
see
then,
that happening, but.
I'm currently playing with nobody. But anyway, there's still time.
So,
I
if
think
any top players out there listening, guys,
Yes.
some of you interstate players.
Well, you have won that event a few times.
Well, and many moons ago,
Sure.
James.
I wonder if Craig Duffy's tuning in, or
Yeah.
Joel Younger, or
Yeah.
perhaps one of those boys.
And then obviously with the
Or
COVID,
Robbie Fulvari.
yeah, Robbie, yeah.
and obviously with COVID, it's hard for the Melbourne people to come down. But but hopefully you guys are doing well over there, because it's pretty tough. So
You can always get Warren King to get his cue out of mothballs and come down and have a hit. Warren's still,
there's someone.
I think Warren's still
Jamie
fierce.
Giannaris.
Yeah,
Oh, I can always ask him.
yeah. You never know.
He doesn't stray very far from a snooker table. That's the
Well,
only
we can
problem.
always bring the red carpet into Empire Bar and Pool when James walks in. There's nothing wrong with doing that as well.
You know, he did make another century snooker
Yes,
day
I
this
did.
week.
Well, the shots that he was teaching me before, I don't even have words for him. It was just unbelievable.
Snooker all
Yeah.
thing.
It would be good to see James play now.
I think so.
Table.
Seeing him on this normal table would be amazing. He's creative on a
I think
snooker
with a
table.
week's practice,
Yeah.
for James,
Well, he's
I
made
think-
back-to-back centuries, hasn't he? Week to week.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe I'll twist his arm, see what we
Yeah.
can do there.
Yeah,
That's all right.
So just before we finish, so tonight you got Summer Super League.
yeah. Talk a little bit about that. Obviously starts tonight. I think there's like 9 or 10 sides. I'm not exactly sure. Not as many as we had in the winter.
Yeah. It's just more of a break before the winter
yeah.
one starts. Yeah.
Like, I don't normally play summer myself, but Alec asked me to play again because we played winter and we finished third.
Yeah.
Had a pretty good year. So basically we got the same side we had last
Yeah.
year. And
Is it the same format?
Yeah, I think it's just like a one
it's the
one
same,
round.
It's the same
No, but
format.
it's the handicap.
Handicapped,
Yeah.
yeah. 6 rounds of 6.
So can players still get in the event?
Yeah, I'm sure
I
they
think
can.
so.
Yeah.
You'd be
So
best
that's
to
a-
contact SAR one.
Yeah,
Contact
Sarah
Simon,
or
Mr.
Jane-
Engagement.
Jane
So-
D'Amica or
Alex.
Alex. Yeah.
So anyone still wanting to play a short 10-week season, the Summer Super League starts tonight at Empire Pool Lounge.
Yeah.
There is still a couple of spots that can be filled.
It's a block night. So if any players out there not in the side,
Oh, yeah, even
just
just
turn up tonight, and there might be players that are able to fill a side up. And
Well, especially coming to this time of year, there's
Yeah.
there's nothing else better than just coming in and playing game of football, is there?
Yeah.
Or even snooker.
It's 33 degrees and a cool 21 degrees.
I'm
in
freezing
snooker,
here.
so-
It's beautiful, isn't it?
yeah, that's perfect.
It's nice. Well, it's 34 out there, so.
Okay, well, it's been fantastic to have Phil and James here, two of Australia's great curists, and thank you for replacing Alex.
No worries, Phil.
This could be a permanent position.
Are we better, are we better looking? We're going to do it.
Combined, you might have won nearly as many tournaments as, but
No, I don't think so.
no. But
He's
anyway,
about 3,000 through his hands.
yeah.
The Iceman.
too many for
It's
my
not,
liking.
It's not many people that are in front of the ice man when it comes to winning tournaments.
No. Sounds
Yeah.
good. No, beautiful. Thanks. That was lovely.
No worries.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thanks,
coming.
Phil.
All good.
Should we
No
go? Should we
worries.
go again?
Let's go.
See you.
See you all next week.
Cheers.
See you guys.